Alrighty, what is going on today, guys? Evan Aldo here. Wanted to give you a live stream on the markets. If you appreciate the live, appreciate the content, smash the like button. Let's get into it right now. So, getting that drop down. So, what we were talking about last night was a lot of these high funding rates. Do they bring us down? Do they liquidate all the longs? And yes, yes, they absolutely did here, and it came down quite a bit. And ultimately, you look at it came down, flow coming out. Can we recover here? I mean, you're hitting somewhat of a significant point right now. We got to the point where a lot of people kind of acknowledged that it did crash down on Twitter. So you're hitting some decent pockets right here, which does bring for the the potential of a jump up. So we were talking about hidden bullish dips forming. You're still kind of waiting for some of those to form, especially on the 4 hour. 3 hour you had one confirmed, it didn't give you anything, then just rolled over. So I mean, ultimately this money flow coming out could definitely bring you down lower. Now what I want to take a quick look at here is just crypto funding rates. Have we stabilized a little bit, or are they still insanely high? We have stabilized. So you had a lot of longs that got taken out, and now we could potentially see at least a little bit of relief. Let's see here. So see a little bit of relief potentially, and then I mean, so yeah. What's up, Real Crypto Scalper? What's up, ABC? A lot of people got liquidated in the long squeeze. Yeah, it happens. Could be some potential. It's a bounce here. You could see more kind of short term relief. I would say potentially. But if we do come down lower, especially coming into the red on some of these time frames, I can see more downward trajectory. CPI came in. So this is what's interesting here. So CPI lower than expected. That means inflation lower than expected. But at the same time, we have unemployment kind of spiking up. So it could get to the point where bad news becomes more bad news and brings traditional markets down a bit. Now, I don't know if it's going to end up like that. I have no idea. Hard to say. So yeah. And what's up and run. But yeah, that's ultimately what we kind of look at here. And also, if we look at, let's just take a quick look at Ethereum. Fierce rejection. Well, I don't know about fierce, but significant rejection from the yearly high at around 2,000. We are now under 2,000 for Ethereum. So, I mean, if you think Ethereum could get up to 6 to 8, 10 grand in the next bull run, DCA. It's a DCA place until potentially the having the Bitcoin halving. So, yeah, and then you're getting some yellow X's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then kind of coming up. View up coming down on the 3-day right there. View up coming down the weekly. The same thing with the hidden bullish dips. I don't know if they're going to play out. A little tough to say here. I mean, 2-day view up coming down. 3-day could be interesting for a kind of swing short on probably both Bitcoin and Ethereum potentially. I mean, coming back down. So that's what we just got to keep an eye on there. I mean, if you lose that 33 area, 29, 30K is the next area. We were at 38, now we're back down to 35, so that's a significant drop. Yeah. Bitcoin 4 hour. Yeah, I mean, you could potentially form I mean, you're going to get the hidden bull div. Oh, will you still get the hidden bull div? Yeah. You may still get that hidden bull div, so that's what we got to keep in mind here. If we do draw just look at a volume profile a little bit here. So, yeah, I mean, you broke into that. You got a point of control there. That's a pretty big point around that spiral line. 34.4 is a big point. 34.4 is a big point. But, yeah. Then a low of that range, 33. So yeah, that's what we're looking at there. Trying to think the largest time frame. Yeah, you confirmed the bear div in the daily. That's worked out so far very well. So yeah, and I forget which one it was. Lanacor in the Discord made 20 G's. Congrats to Lanacor on a nice trade. I don't know, it was some shit token or something, but it came up a lot. So he had a really nice trade. So congrats to Lanacor. That's cool, man. But yeah. Dixie coming down a little bit more. Traditional markets are seeing a nice jump up. Solana's held up pretty well too, and yeah, it's trigger wave to the upside potentially forming. Solana may hold up well here. XRP, pretty significant rejection. That kind of was the top yesterday, around 75 cents for XRP. Right down to 59, seeing some volatility there. Blood diamond galore a bit. Yeah, I would stay the hell away from this at the moment, but we'll see. Yeah. No, I think macro I'm still bullish, but short term we're cleaning out the market a bit more, cleaning out those degen longs a little bit. So yeah. If we were to, so let's see what else I want to look at the SPY a little bit here, and where was the? Oh yeah, it was right here. Okay. So the other thing I just want to look at the ticker on CNBC here. Good day for the stock market. A damn good day for the stock market. We're approaching yearly highs for the S&P 500. We're approaching yearly highs. So right here to 6% down from all-time high, 2% down from yearly high. So big place, obviously. And this is kind of a reverse head and shoulder formation that could bring you all the way back up to potentially there, and maybe even back close up to all-time highs if things do play out. Now, it looks like the monthly, and this was a pretty bearish formation, but now VWAP coming back up, you may recover and do the same thing you've done almost every single time since 2008. Could the weekly form a bearish div? Well, let's take a look. Yeah, I think it can. I absolutely think it can. Could take time though. Let's look at the 6-day. That could too, but money flow is still good. I think there's still gas in the tank on the macro. I mean, I think you generally could be pretty bullish for the next, 2 years. Next year and a half to 2 years. I think a lot of people are still asleep. I think that generally it's a good time to DCA, especially into altcoins right now, because a lot of them look like they're bottoming out against Bitcoin, especially Cardano versus Bitcoin right here. And where are we at? Pretty textbook bottom signal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 LXs. Now you're coming around. Nice bull div with money flow coming up. Deep money flow bull div. Let's look at Cardano actually. Yeah, still kind of jump off of there. Yeah, I mean, coming down a bit. You could have more of the correction. I think you will recover. Ultimately should recover. ABC, that is a good point. So yeah, I mean, that volume area high right there. Now you're back, kind of almost coming back to reality here. Back to that point. Nice flow coming up. The thing too I wanted to take a look at is 30-year. Down, yeah, down a bit. Huh. And you might get, yeah, that's kind of invalidating that hidden bull div. Yeah, CPI down. This is probably, yeah. That's coming down. It looks like it'll probably continue to come down a bit more here. Money flow coming out. Bear div about to form in the monthly. I don't know. It really seems like, and this is like an optimistic, prediction, but it seems like this is going to go down. S&P 500 is going to go up. Bitcoin's going to go up. Real estate's going to go up. And commodities and CPI is going to stay stagnant. And the Fed could be done raising. And maybe we dodge a recession. Who knows? The only bad thing is unemployment is looking bullish. Unemployment is looking like it's spiking. So that's the main thing there that we got to just keep in mind here. So yeah, let me take a sip of coffee real quick. So, yeah, it is just generally kind of a small correction. I mean, you have the biggest correction for DOT since October, so a couple weeks, about a month. Money flow coming down there. Huh. Still looking good in the monthly. So on the macro on a lot of these still looks pretty good. I would say the market's generally still somewhat strong. We just don't know, exactly where this bottom is going to be. I think we kind of have cleaned out enough of the market, enough of the market to continue forward potentially. Let's see what happens if recession hits. S&P 500 likely would go down. Fed would lower rates a lot, and then you would start to recover most likely. Now we don't know exactly when that would happen. And you would probably see crypto go down a good amount and then come back, maybe similar to a COVID type thing, but it would take longer. Stupid bull run is this? Yeah, we're coming down a little bit. Cryptodontist. Shout out to the cryptodontist. Bitcoin has never seen a recession. I think it may never see a recession, man. There may never be another recession. I don't know. Yeah, we have no idea. Hourly coming up a little bit with the VWAP. All these LXs then jumping up, Figures to be announced, yeah. I mean, you're seeing, let's look at the NASDAQ too. I mean, you're seeing this, this is, how far is this down from all-time high here? 15, yeah, 5%. Trigger wave in the monthly. I mean, you're not looking overly. You're looking pretty good for that. I mean, you're not. Yeah, it looks like you'll keep going up. What's up, Alan? Caspa in town, yeah. Caspa is a little, yeah. VO coming up there. This looks like, yeah, you might be able to go more. Money flow coming up there, yeah. You might be able to, yeah, because you had your, let's see something here. It's 101, not awful. Casper could come up a little bit more. Bit tensor. Yeah, you guys are looking at the ones that are all in. Trigger wave forming. I don't know, this is one's tough to read. It could go up with this trigger waves potentially more. Yeah, interesting market right now. I mean, Matic, oh man, yeah, that looks like he could play out more to the bearish side, especially with all these bear divs, yeah. A little bit of recovery there, though. Matic could come down a bit more, hovering around $1 there, at 90 cents there. What's up, Accurate Components? I should show, yeah, I should give a shout out to Lanacor for the good, really good trade that he made. Oh, Ave, yeah, let's look at Ave actually. Came up, broke above there. Macro looks pretty good on all these, man. Macro is very good. I mean, you are hitting the freaking, high of last year, so it's going to be a significant point, right around here, I would say. But maybe you could break above. Looking good on the weekly, I would say. Those blood diamonds, we'll see how long they, take to play out and all that, but yeah. Take a sip of coffee. Well, there's going to be corrections on the way up. I mean, we don't know. This could go down a little bit more and then come back. We don't know. We don't know what's going to happen here. Let me give a little bit of hold on a second. Just want to make sure that what that is. Okay. Go to Lanacor's channel. And look at that trade, 20K in profit. Nice, Star L. So let's look at Star L. That was a trade. Starlink, okay, Starlink, that's what it was. Ooh, wow, okay. Volatile crypto. But he got it. Sometimes the shit tokens. And by the way, guys, if you want to make some of these trades, check out Landicor's channel and the Aldo Empire VIP Discord. Also, check out my MEXC link down below. Zero limit fees is my link. A lot of the shit tokens are on MEXC. So yeah. Sure, you may have more here. Luna Classic, you may. Trigger waveform there. We'll see if we can recover here. A little bit of a tough call. Hmm. Adam, let's take a look, see here. Yeah, look, guys. I mean, the macro is good. There's always going to be a bearish case and a bullish case. Short term, I don't know what's going to happen. We could come down to the low 30s or 30K again. I think it's possible. Absolutely. Liquidate more of the longs. Also, recessionary fears, too. That's the main thing. Other than that, 4-year cycle, now into March, now into end of March, great accumulation phase for the altcoins, I think. For the good ones, for the ones that survive. So, yeah. Yeah, that's the main thing I look at here. And what we want to, well, Solana I want to look at again because Solana is, you're kind of like trying to reject from that area. Man, a little tough to say here. We'll see if that 2-day confirms bear div. See how that plays out. 3 hours before that confirms. Trigger waves, all that stuff, yeah. VWAP coming up. 1 hour bull div. Let's take a look at the hourly. So, that could be a little low for a bull div. I don't know where that green dot's going to print, and your money flow is still deep. But if we do see some of these crossovers in like the 3-minute, I would be kind of like inclined to try to go long. But you may see a drop down around here, 34.5, before that does happen, that pocket. So yeah. Anyone have any good shorts? Anyone short this? Just curious. AVAX, another good coin. Yeah, there's gonna be trials and tribulations and things happening, but I think grand scheme of things are pretty good. Still macro pretty bullish, I would say, especially within the 4-year cycle. So yeah. Shoot. BNB coin. Well, actually, yeah. I mean, if this is the bottom for BNB, CZ is a freaking genius. Green dot in the monthly, we don't know what's going to happen there, but maybe he pulled it off. Maybe the man pulled it off. Yeah. Spin B, short on, okay. 36K. Not a bad idea, not a bad idea. As we lost that level. Okay, makes sense. I like it. Don't have a problem. Don't have an issue with that. Right there. That pocket, yeah. Ooh. Probably going to get a retest of that, I would guess. Probably retest that consolidation, and then, yeah. Nice work, Spin B. Nice work. Oh man. Huh. Game theory, yeah. Daily closure below 35K. Yeah, you might see that. You absolutely might. I don't know, though. I can see a jump off of here. If we do come down to the spiral line, then you would be seeing that. So, yeah. Did it dump? Did it pump? I was thinking more bullish on Tesla, but let's take a look. Yeah. I told you guys this might happen. And we had I did a trade setup for this too. Last night on the stream. Yeah, nice. It could keep going too. I mean, you could come back to this area potentially. Yeah, weekly trigger wave forming. And it's a weekly hidden bull div forming. Come up higher. Traditional markets I'm more bullish on right now. I think that the main thing obviously is the monthly trigger wave to the downside. But other than that, this is looking pretty good now. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens here. I mean, yeah, these trigger waves didn't play out too well, but yeah. Apple, I think, has been, yeah. Because it's just like every time you see something bearish, it just gets washed away lately. Recession could change that, but as of right now, I mean, it looks like, you know, I mean, you're still not really much higher than you were in, you know, January of 22, you know, a year and a half ago. About anywhere around there, you'd be up a little bit, though. I mean, you'd be up, you know, shoot, 30%. Jeez, I didn't realize it was that significant. Wow. That weekly bull div gave you what you needed here. Beautiful weekly bull div on Apple right there. Money flow is still deep, but you came up. She came up. My mic is cutting off? Oh, when I was drinking coffee. I was drinking coffee, I think. GDXJ. Oh, we got a junior miners ETF. I like the money flow. I like the trigger wave forming there on the monthly. Weekly pretty neutral. 2-day not bad. Daily is pretty good. This is good, man. This is good, I think. This is looking good. I think this could come up a bit, especially with that reverse head and shoulder. You probably could do something of this nature. Macro probably will do very well with this, yeah. 1 to 1, yeah, something like that up to that level. I think that's true, yeah. Not many people are going along in this? Okay, yeah. Probably could do some calls or whatever, yeah. Or just buy on spot, why not? Buy on spot, why not? The other one that I've been, what's up, Steven? The other one that I've been looking at a little bit here was PayPal. Money flow starting to come up on the weekly. That's looking pretty good. Ooh, could we be forming kind of a, yeah, reverse head and shoulder type thing with these guys? Ooh, yeah. So if you break upward from there, let's just draw a little local fib. That point 60 is going to be big. 67 is going to be big. I think this can recover a bit. That miner did look good, though. That miner did look pretty good. So, yeah. Long Solana. I was looking at it a minute ago. You know, obviously hitting major resistance. Can we break through? That's a good big question here. That's a pretty significant question. Looking good in the 30. Trigger wave right there. Want to be long and into resistance? I don't know. Yeah, I should have muted my bike there. I'm sorry. Oh well. Let's see. The thing too that we got to pay attention to here in terms of like CPI and all that is this is a pretty bearish chart on cattle. Bear div, you know, kind of a reverse snake eyes there to the downside. I think that's a pretty bearish chart. What was the orange? Orange juice is the one everybody's talking about, right? That actually looks like it might keep going. Oh yeah, cane is the other commodity, yeah. That's a big area. That's a big area we're hitting. Not seeing anything too bad just yet. It's interesting here. We'll see what we could end up doing here. That 2 week is kind of bearish though. Be interesting to see what happens with cane. KB Home is, yeah. Yeah, it's shot down and shot right up, yeah. Looks like you can see continuation there. Yeah, you might come up a bit more, yeah. Kind of marked. This follows housing prices to a certain extent, I think. he might be able to get to that kind of area in the next couple of years. Down 93, Jesus. Future's only up. I like it. I like the attitude. The future is only up. I like it. I like it, man. Let's look at ICP. It's been a minute since I've looked at ICP. That looks like it could, yeah. That's another one that. Yeah. What is up, Plan E? What's up, Plan E? So yeah, guys, I mean, the biggest fear, there's always going to be both cases. I mean, I think the biggest fear with this is like, doing something of this nature. Trigger wave to the bottom. But this could also be, this could go like that before you finally get a, that could be, this could jump. This could jump potentially in the coming months. I think all the altcoins potentially can, or, most of them. So yeah, and then if we look at, I'm just curious about some like smaller caps I've looked at in the past. I mean, that looks pretty, my money flow crossover is not bad in the weekly there. Nothing too special going on here. How about Conflux? Trigger way. He's gonna jump to the moon. Let's look at ETH actually. I mean, yeah, you're getting that bounce here a little bit, and it does look like you could be bottoming. So if we look at ETH Bitcoin right now, yeah, I mean, that double bottom looking good so far. It could be bottoming. Could be bottoming against Bitcoin. Or it could go lower, I have no idea, but anything could happen. If I had to guess, I think with the 4-year cycle, I think it could be bottoming against Bitcoin. Gold and 12. Gold looks good, I think. Gold, I think, could keep going. I think, this one's tough to read sometimes. I mean, what time frame? Daily this looks actually like a good potential long, yeah. I think unless we go into recession, that's the biggest fear right now. Unless we go into recession, ETH is probably bottomed against Bitcoin. As of what happens right now, a little tough to say. Did we liquidate enough longs to keep going? Maybe. I'm kind of liking what I'm seeing on the, some of these time frames, lower ones. Maybe 3-minute money flow crossover, that combined with an hourly potential bull div forming, that could be good. So yeah. And what kind of trade could we, try to do? Yeah, that's going to be a big point up there. I'm just looking at potential. And if you want to do like a 2-to-1 risk reward ratio, probably that point would be the big point. Yeah, something like that. I mean, yeah, not bad. Southern Copper. Oh, it looks just like gold. This is like a giant reverse head and shoulder type thing. This could be, yeah. This could give you something nice potentially. What was that? What was that Bitcoin miner? We were looking at the GDXJ. Because what is this stat? That's the thing I forgot to look at. What's this stat? 82%, yeah. And then Just want to see something here. Reverse head and shoulders too, kind of thing. That monthly is good. And where could this go? That might get up to that 2020 high. Yeah, this hasn't done much. Yeah, this throughout the, yeah. Might get something with it though. What's up, bear market money? Silver looks like, yeah, so gold and silver do look really, really good, I think. Both of them are, have been looking pretty good in the macro, I think. Could jump up more here, absolutely. $23. I think there's room for more growth. I want to look at silver versus SPX. Yeah, that same thing we've been waiting for a while to really play out. Been consolidating. Hopefully we see that jump up. Hopefully we see that jump up against the traditional markets here. So yeah. What's up, Bitcoin Slut? Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Shout out to Bitcoin Slut. Any questions? Appreciate you, just super chat. Bitcoin Slut 1, I should say. Shout out to Bitcoin Slut 1. How's the euro doing? Yeah, I would expect it to be a bit more bullish, yeah, with kind of thing right there, trigger wave to the upside. 28.8K. Well, let's look at that area. I mean, what's at 28.8K? Let's find that. Yeah, right around there. That would be a pretty good area to look. Absolutely. Very good. Yeah. Spiral line, all that. Big drop down, scare away a lot of people. And then you kind of, yeah. I mean, you're going to get those corrections. And we got to kind of, wait till it happens. It's a 25% correction about. That'd be nice. And this was a big point that we rejected from, a huge point right there, yeah. Anything else you guys are looking at? Kind of getting, kind of look through all the main stuff so far. I mean, Amazon. I'll take a look at Amazon. What's the market? 1.5 trillion. Yeah, this has been, woo. This has been running. Big area right there. You might be able to jump through. Yeah, coming up right there. Pendle, I don't know what that is. Uno got hacked. Who's Uno? And by the way, guys, be careful. Coinbase, there's been some hackers that they're like Americans. They're Americans, and they will call you up, and they're not really Coinbase, and they try to send you that thing to reset your password because they want your password or whatever. One of them called me, and I like spoke to them a little bit, and it was it's a little bit convincing because they have a lot of your information. And I see how people, have gotten scammed that way, giving away their Coinbase info. Yeah, it's rare too. Donkey Punch the because it's usually you don't expect them to be Americans, and they're pretty well spoken. Like they're these scammers are like, you know, not that stupid. Like they're pretty well spoken, and they're, you could tell, like I was able to tell, yeah, this isn't, like, by the way the guy was acting, like this has to be a scammer. But it is like it's convincing enough where you know, you could tell by, I could tell by the link they sent me that it wasn't a real Coinbase link. Like I didn't click on it. I don't want to fuck with that shit. But I mean, you know, it is convincing. It is convincing. Um, and it's because those dudes too. Like if they're in America, I mean, I don't, they're American. Like you can't really fake that accent. I don't think. I mean, if they're in America, they could be. That's serious jail time, I feel like. Um, Yeah, I don't know if you click the link though, if you're gonna get some malware. You gotta be careful with that, man. You click that link, you're gonna get some malware. Um, they knew my info though, man. They knew my name. They knew where the two places where I normally log in from. They knew a lot of shit, man. They knew like enough to be convincing. And I said to the guy, I'm like, look, I believe you know my information, but I don't believe you're the real coin. I believe you have my identity, my social security number, and everything. But yeah, no, it's a bad sign. There was somebody else. I'm not gonna say who it was, but it's somebody else who did get hacked. Like that. He had Coinbase One though, so he got it back. Um, but yeah, no, it was not a good sign. It was funny too because I was like, well, I was asking them like, how could my account have gotten hacked? And they're like, were you using Coin Tracker or something? And like, I didn't really answer, but apparently, well, no, it was, they were trying to get my for Coinbase, not the Coinbase, what, just the exchange stuff they were trying to get into. I don't. They were trying to get my password for Coinbase, it seems like. But even if I gave them that, I wonder if they would have gotten the account with two-factor authentication. I don't know how that scam works. And then it was funny too because the guy was telling me like we're calling you from the official Coinbase number, but it was almost like the official Coinbase number. One number was different. So yes, Jason Casper did get hacked. That was a MetaMask hack, I think. Or no, it was an Exodus wallet. It was a hot wallet hack. That's different. I believe they got his keys. They got into. I think what happened is they got into his actual. I don't want to, like, I could be completely. I don't be going to Jason Casper and saying like Evan Aldo said this, but I mean I think they got into his actual computer. I'm trying to remember, and they were able to get it. Which if somebody gets into your actual computer, they could just drain your you know um oh okay, SIM swap, okay. um yeah, okay, they did a swim, so I don't, yeah, but I don't think, are you sure on Coin? I think you need the actual, like, you would have to call them up if you wanted to do that or something. Let me take a sip of coffee here. Give me one second. But yeah, guys, be careful. Definitely be careful. Because it's a bad sign when they know your info. There's been they maybe they did get into, because my Coinbase account, I don't keep much money on it. I keep like, you know, very small amounts on there, so it doesn't even really matter. Um, is Epic account, what's Epic? Was it a wall? I don't know what Epic is, but yeah, just be careful. I mean, especially there, and usually the thing that's like the thing that I'll reiterate that I said before, is, you know, usually you don't, it's usually not Americans. You know, it's usually people across the world that are calling and doing these kind of, you know, scams and stuff because, you know, they're probably going to get away with it. You're not, what's the FBI going to go all the way to, you know, India and get them, or Bangladesh and go get them? Probably not. You know what I mean? But I mean, these dudes are in America. That's years of jail time, I think. Yeah. Cold storage, yes. So cold storage is safe, obviously. It's safe as long as nobody gets a hold of your keys, as long as they're kept in a safe place. You know, if somebody sees those keys, you know, written down. But yeah. A triple R coin pirate chain. Okay, take a look at it. Oh, I see her. Pirate chain. R. Yeah, you're, big place, big place. Yellow. I would stay away from the yellow X. Maybe wait for the next weekly pull dip. But yeah, could be a decent gamble. I don't know what the hell this is or what it does. Sounds like a meme coin to me. But Well, so what? How this scam worked is, so they text you on a number, and it says like, I'll read it out to you. So I had two separate ones. They text you on a number that says, I'll find it right now. So they text you on a number that isn't Coinbase, because it's like, you know how normally when you get an actual text from Coinbase, it comes from a 5-digit number. It's a text from like a real phone number, like a full out phone number. And it says, Coinbase, your account has been accessed from Salt Lake City, Utah. If this wasn't you, please reply with N to lock all of your assets, like an N, like a no. And then, so I figured it was probably fake, but I kind of wanted to see what. And this is probably a terrible idea. I wanted to kind of see what would happen if I responded with the N, and they called me up. I answered, and it was almost from the official Coinbase number, but one of the numbers was different. So they called me up. I'll tell you the number they called me up from, and I think that you frickin' could spoof any number from what I thought. Maybe you can't anymore. I thought it was pretty. So they called me from. I think instead of the, oh shoot, what was it? Oh yeah, it was 908-1930 instead of 7930. That's the number they called me on. They called me from the wrong one, so yeah. Hmm. So yeah, and ultimately, yeah, I think yeah, you could spoof notes. So and then they sounded convincing. Like it was, they were convincing enough where, I kept, I was just like, how I'm, he's like, tell me all my information. I think I didn't want him to repeat the information, kind of like, but yeah, ETF dismissed this time. I think it'll get accepted sometime in early to mid next year. I think we're going to be pumping when it does get accepted. Um, yeah, there's had to be some hacks with Coinbase or something where they got some people's information. I mean, yeah, they had a good amount of info. They had a good amount of, and they knew where I log in from. They had my name. I didn't let them tell me all the info. Like he was saying, we have the last 4 digits of your social security number. We have what the hell else was it? I think your address. Like they knew this 2 states I've lived in. Like they knew the 2 places that I've generally lived in. I think they knew my driver's license. I think they probably had a picture of my driver's license even. I don't know though. Maybe he was BSing a little bit. Like we have all this information. I didn't want him to say it. I was just like, I believe you have my information, but I don't believe you're the real Coinbase. And then I think he said the 2 things he didn't know was how much money I had in the Coinbase account, and it was funny too because he said his name was Daniel Brown. Pretty generic, Daniel Brown. He couldn't say like where he was. I'm like, oh, can I look you up on like LinkedIn? Can I look up who you are? Are you a real representative? No, you can't. You can't look that up because it's like for security purposes. So that kind of gave it away, and I just hung up because I was thinking like probably talking to these people was not a good idea. um, no, it was no, bro. It was an American accent. It was definitely an American. Like it was a native American English speaker, bro. It had to be the most like nobody could. It was like you'd have to be the best voice. Like if you were that good of a voice actor where you could do that type of accent, if you're from the other side of the world, you would probably be able to make money in other ways. Um, but yeah. Hmm. Uh, well, the Coinbase wallet is different than the when you keep the funds in the exchange. Believe, right? Oh God, they can grab pieces of your voice and then use AI to come. Oh God. So yeah, they could probably call up pretending to be somebody. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That sucks. That's the thing too. Security is important. Security is very important. But yeah. And that's the thing too. It shows like the way society is, because back in the day, you know, no Americans were really doing that type of stuff, but now they are. So I think it was a real American. Yeah. Main altcoins. Yeah. I mean, I like Dot. I like Cosmos. I like Avalanche. I like Matic. Even Near. I've liked how that one was looking. There's a lot I've liked. You know, Near. I've liked this. This I like how this is looking. There's a lot. Ave I kind of like. Algo, you know, I think Algo is a decent shot. You know, there's a good amount I like. That's had a little bit of a pullback there. Litecoin could be good. I don't know if I like that. That 2 days not too good, but Litecoin on the macro could do pretty well. Yeah, it'll probably do the same crap it always does. I mean, it'll come back some, but a lot of things will outperform it, I think. I think the DCA area for Litecoins, as long as we don't go into recession, is right now. ETH does look like it's bottoming against Bitcoin. Bitcoin dominance, I think, is high enough. So yeah. This looks pretty bearish in Bitcoin dominance. This would be bullish for all altcoins. I think we've hit where we want to hit for. I mean, it absolutely could keep coming up. Yeah, Solana. I think Avalanche and some other ones will hopefully start to outperform it. Even Cardano. I mean, I don't think Solana is going to steal the show forever. You know, nothing ever really does. And there's newcomers, you know, like Caspa. You know, what about this? This one was an old one. Oh, sold. Well, Celsius is freaking. Yeah, it's. Ooh, that's interesting. They're going to rebrand and start to. They're trying to come out of bankruptcy or whatever. But yeah, they're almost there. But Cello was the other. Was the one I was actually thinking about. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of these are showing decent signs. I mean, unless you just repeat that and come down farther. So yeah. No, wait, Celsius F by FT. Is that BlockFi? No. Celsius, you know, Celsius is Mashinsky. Their bankruptcy was almost, yeah. Sells it, yeah, of course, yeah. What was the EO? I mean, has this been? That's a nice bull div on EOS. EOS might do something here. I don't know. Came out at the top of that bull run, kind of 2018. Chainlink's another one I like. Very high right now, obviously, but DCA. Come on. Put it right there. Yeah, no signs of majorly slowing down, I feel like. So, market overall, look, I mean, we can go lower. We could go back to 30K, sure, but I think the macro is still pretty strong as of right now. Oh, yeah, Quaint's a decent one. There's a lot out there. Yeah. 5K at 17 cents. Of what? Let's see. Oh, open door, flip homes, interesting. Oh, moonbeam. Oh, okay. You see something here? Okay, so let's take a look at 3-minute ETH. Okay, there's lots to look at. Let's see. So QNT, I think looks pretty good in the macro. I think you might be generally headed up. We'll see what happens though. Probably not too much data here, but oh, look at the open door. I'm curious about this one. Yeah, I mean you're not buying it high. Who knows if this will succeed though? Yeah, it looks pretty good. Looks like you could have that active support. I mean, you could set up with this could be something like maybe, yeah, well, 100% cheese. Yeah, this is pretty good risk reward ratio, 5-to-1 right there. Yeah, let's look at Moonbeam. Oh yeah, Glamour. Yeah. I don't know. Not too much data on this, man. Hmm. Let's see. So, Glamour, yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, it looks decent there. Money flow coming up. Big place. Don't know much about this, but yeah, I could see some continuation with some of these, anchor waves and all that. A little tough to say, man. Okay, so yeah, let's look at ETH. 3-minute bull. Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, not really a bull div, but some continuation there. It may continue to come up, sure. See what happens here. The 2-minute looks pretty good. Don't know if I would go long just yet, but yeah. Pepe. Video, well, so there's a lot of good, resources. CryptoFace, has a lot of stuff. I do have a course on trading if you're interested. I have a DCA course and a trading course on evanaldo.com. A lot of people like that. Oh, wrong. I gotta go on more. I want to see more data. Bear div on the daily. This looks like it could be spent for a bit. Don't know. Yeah. I don't know if I'd mess with this. I mean, you may get a jump here. It's a significant point, but I mean, it's showing more weakness. But yeah. And if you remember the Aldo Empire Discord, we do exclusive live streams with the guys. CBZ, Lanacore, and myself do that occasionally. It's a good resource too. So yeah. Fake news with XRP. Yeah, there's always going to be. So far, it's been a top. I have about like Bitcoin Cash? That's what I want to look at. See here. That's more bearish. I feel like I mean, it's Bitcoin Cash. Let's see. But yeah, right now, I mean, we're seeing the consolidation. You saw the decent move downward. Now you're seeing the consolidation. Either you're going to break up or break down. That's to be seen. A little tough to exactly say at the moment, but yeah. Probably more down in the short term. A bit more down, I would guess, maybe. Yeah. I could see you like getting a lower low and bouncing off of here, kind of. Astra, haven't heard of that. Let's take a look. And by the way, guys, if you want to get a $100 trading bonus, good shot of it. Check out the link down below to FAIRDESK. We give away a $100 trading bonus every week to one person who signs my link, deposits any amount, does win futures trade there. You guys got really good odds to get it. MEXC is great as well. Zero limit orders with my link. And Zoomex, that's another one Crypto Face has been using. That's pretty good too. Been messing around with that, especially on Trading Wars. So, yeah, this could be a good gamble. I mean, down to infinity, all the yellow X's, trigger waves. This looks pretty good. Is this on KuCoin? Or on, excuse me, on MEXC? Let's look at. This could be interesting. That could be interesting, yeah. Yeah, we'll see what happens with this. Trigger wave right there. I like the 3-day. Yeah. CLB. Yeah, I mean, there's some hope with these. I mean, you just gotta hope it doesn't go like that or that. You know what I mean? It's just like, yeah. I mean, there's lower time frames. I don't know. Money flow's coming up. It looks pretty good in the macro. I don't know what the hell this does though. I mean, when did this come out? July 21. Yeah, down 98. It could come back. Could come back, sure. Or we'll just go into the abyss. End up in the abyss. I probably like the Astra one a little bit more right now. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Just keep an eye on this market. We can look at yeah. A monthly on a lot of these, man. I mean, maybe you're getting that healthy correction and you just keep going. Nice double bottom. I mean, can bring you all the way back up to $1 something here eventually. So yeah. How about that CRV one? Big point right there. Interesting. Yeah, curve, yeah. Big point. Could see some more upward momentum here. Thinking healthy pullback, but may get a little bit more of a pullback before you see more. So we'll see. Anyway, guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up right now. Been on over an hour. If you guys are interested, check out the Aldo Empire Discord. If you want to trade some of these shit tokens, check out MEXC down below. Zero limit fees down with my link. And yeah, FAIRDESK, Zoomex are great as well. That's pretty much all I got. I do have a trading course. If you guys want to learn some good TA, good strategies, a lot of people have liked it. Link down below as well. We do one-on-one sessions as well with Lana Course, CBZ, KMAC, and Nightshade. Check it out. Link down below. All right, guys. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Goodbye. Thanks so much.